Gonna be doing some skill damage team building guide. Now this will not be as long as the power flip team guide. This is gonna be a little bit faster. Now let's get going. This account, my fourth account, has more skill damage teams than power flip teams. But forgive me, this is only gonna be skill damage, and this is only because I already made a guide on power flip team building guide. It's gonna be a skill damage building guide. Let's go. Now, I'm gonna circle things in red like Whitetail, and Shazuzu, and Albert. These three things are gonna be your standard for every skill damage teams. No matter what team it is, it's just gonna be in there. Okay? There might be an exception. I take that back. There might be an exception to one team. No, here the yellow units, the units that are circled in yellow, are going to be the support units for your DPS. Now, who's your DPS? Your leader. Now, your leader changes depending on the elements, and depending on your DPS element changes the yellow supports, the yellow circles too, right? But the red, the things in red are your standard, will always be there, will never change. Okay, now I'll show you some examples. Thunder team, right? Let's identify what is the permanent ones, right? This is right there, and right there. Get your Whitetail, Shazuzu, Albert, right? Then let's identify the supports, right? You get the Renoir, Shirano, and Murakumo, right? Let's identify the DPS. That's Rams. Do you see a trend here? Okay, next one. Now this is what I'm saying. This might be the exception. Since Bosidia team is based on going off really fast multiple times, I ended up using this one. The prismatic dual blades. Let me show you guys why. So here, it says that you get at the start of battle, you get 40% skill gauge for this unit, and you get attack. Right? You're mostly using this for the skill gauge, right? Skill gauge. Why? Because Yes gives skill gauge to Basidia. She gives skill gauge to Basidia. And she gives skill gauge to Basidia. So Basidia is going to be going off multiple times. In 1 minute, she could go off maybe twice or so. If done right, you can pretty much one-punch a boss with this team. So, and your support units for this would be this. And then your permanent units would be this and this. Permanent resident skill damage, you guys. Then we'll be talking about Hanabi. Now let's highlight the permanent ones, right? This is your permanent. And then your supports, right? If you have better supports, then you could replace Alt for another better support like Wen or something, right? Then your DPS, Hanabi. Hanabi can hit pretty hard if you build her correctly, right? Now, if you guys are curious, why is Whitetail, Shazuzu, and Albert always in the team? Let me show you guys, because I've given you examples. Look, they're in a few teams already, right? How many teams is that? That's like 3-4 teams right there with Shazuzu and Albert. Let me show you why Shazuzu and Albert are so important to key units to skill damage teams. Her skill says that increasing the party skill gauge, very good, and skill damage party, and the skill damage of the party. Leader, that's the most important one. Skill damage of the party leader, not everyone else, just your leader. Then your ability 1 increases attack. That's fine. Ability 2, a skill activated by this unit is plus 10% attack for a leader. That is also fine. That's not bad. It's great. When main unit, when battle starts, 100% skill gauge for this unit, plus 10% skill, plus 10% attack to the leader. So what does this mean? She's gonna go super fast. She's gonna give your leader attack, and she's gonna give them skill gauge, and she's gonna give them skill damage. So perfect unit. No other. As I was saying, you cannot have a proper skill damage team without Shazuzu, and there's no other unit in the game that could do what she's doing. Alright? So if you're gonna reroll for skill damage team, reroll for an account, make sure you start off with Shazuzu. If not, you cannot have a skill damage team properly. Okay? Moving on to Albert. Why do we use Albert? Albert's free. You can get him from 1-4-1. Okay. He gives you levitate, and he gives you skill damage. Very OP already. And when you have levitate, you get 15% attack to the party. Great, fantastico, man. Let's move on. Increase attack. So as you can see here, power flip, ignore it. This one is the one I was building, experimenting on. All right. Sorry, let me change that up. Here is your permanent residence. All right. Then here is your supports. All right. Then here is your main DPS. Okay. So there's that. And I'm still experimenting on this one. You can either have Rams on this slot or have her, okay, for the skill damage increase. But I would take Rams. But if you take Rams, you cannot really land Alice's skills. So you have to, I guess, put that into account. You can land a little bit, but not a whole lot, I guess. But I still have to do some experiments, see which is better. I think that is all for now, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this guide. It's nothing quick, it's nothing detailed like the power flip team. This is just your standard skill damage guide, simple, fast, and doesn't require a lot of explanation. You just have to read the units yourself and see what fits, right? With your red, with the pink, your DPS, yellow circle as your support for the pink circle, your main DPS, and your red, your Whitetail, Shazuzu, and Albert as your standard skill damage buffers. Okay, anyways, peace out, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.